Lena? Yeah, Daniel? Are you sure this is alright? Hey, can you pass the popcorn? We don't have popcorn. We have chips in the kitchen though. It's just some talking toys. What's wrong with it? I don't know, it's probably because they're talking toys. Come on, it's not the craziest thing that happened in our lives. Remember when you did the expectations video for Infinity War? Oh yeah. And the Ant-Man the Wasp review? Oh yeah, that too. Speaking of which, I feel like it's time for me to do the Christopher Robin review. So yeah, I better get going. Hey guys and gals, it's me Subudaya Rocket, and today we're going to be reviewing Christopher Robin. And of course we're going to start off with the non-spoiler review, and then we're going to go on to some spoilers. So let's start off the non-spoiler review, shall we? So Winnie the Pooh finally returns to the big screen after 7 years. We didn't really have to wait that long, it's just 7 years, it's not like 10 years or whatever, but yeah. So I do have some history with Winnie the Pooh. I did actually watch the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I did not know that actually came out like a long time ago, even before I was born. I never knew that was actually from a long time ago. It was like 1988. I just found out like recently while setting up for this video. But yeah, I watched some episodes of that, and I also did watch some of the movies that they have. I think it was like around the 2000s. I think it's some of those DVD movies. I'm not sure. I think I'm displaying the movies that I watched here on the screen now. I guess I did some research, of course. So. Yeah, but yeah, I do have some history with Winnie the Pooh, and oh yeah, I watched My Friends Tigger and Pooh. So yeah, I do have a bit of history with Winnie the Pooh when I was younger. So what do I think of this version of Winnie the Pooh? So the main focus of Christopher Robin is seeing a grown-up Christopher Robin, and I feel like that mission actually fits well with the whole live-action idea. I really feel like it really mixed nice together. So yeah, it's not like all of these Winnie the Pooh and his friends actually just go into the real world for no absolute reason. There is a reason to it. I feel like they managed to mix it nice and tight and stitch it all together really nicely. And I really like that's the case in this film. That's how I can say it without spoiling it. So yeah, I really like how they established the whole idea for Christopher Robin. And of course, this is a live action film, so there are 3D live action models of, you know, Winnie the Pooh and the rest of the gang. So what do I think of those? Well, some of them are actually really good. I feel like, well, not really good, but I feel like I think it's nice. I feel like it is hard to get used to at first, but it really grows on you. I watched the movie. When I was watching the movie, I got used to how the characters look. But yeah, some of them are a bit hard to get used to, like Tigger, because I always known him to be orange and have black stripes, and here he doesn't have it. Especially because I have an episode of New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh where he lost his black stripes, so it's a bit odd to see him not even having the black stripes now. It's not like he has stripes, he has stripes, but it's not black stripes, it's just a bit jarring, so yeah. But the two, out of all of them, I feel like there's two that I really feel like are a bit disappointing, and that's Rabbit and Owl. I feel they don't even look like a stuffed toy. They look like realistic animals. I feel like they didn't really try here. Come on Disney. I feel like you should have done better. I mean, come on. You got merchandise and all that. You think a kid is going to buy a realistic owl and a realistic rabbit toy? So yeah, I feel like you should have done. Come on Disney. You should have done more here. Without spoiling anything, it's actually a big movie in the inside, but it's a small movie in the outside. That's basically how I can describe Christopher Robin without spoiling anything. So yeah, I recommend you check it out, especially if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, a long-time Winnie the Pooh fan. That's much more better though. But yeah, so that's all I have to say without spoiling anything. So as always, let's cue the spoiler warning, and don't worry, the spoiler warning is okay. It's not like I'm reviewing 2 movies at once. The spoiler warning is perfectly fine. So yeah, cue the spoiler warning. So to start off the spoiler warning, I'm gonna go straight into the story because I actually really want to talk about it. So as I mentioned earlier, this is about a grown-up Christopher Robin, and of course, when you grow up, they're bound to have some changes in your life. So yeah, now good old Obi-Wan Kenobi is now married to Peggy Carter, and is now the father of Madeline Robin. What, you're expecting another pun? Anyways, now that Christopher Robin is grown up, he's more serious with his company, the company that he works for. So yeah, he's more serious with his work. Has little time to, spend time with his family and all that. This really leads into the whole plot of the film and how, how Winnie the Pooh actually encounters Christopher Robin again. Then this leads him back into the 100-acre woods and find out that he's missing, the one thing that he's been missing from his life for the longest period of time, and is to have fun and be happy. He's always been serious because of his work and all that. So this actually also really leads up in how the story ends, and I really like how they end because during the story, his company was actually going through a crisis, and after he learned about having fun and learned how to have fun and be happy again, and how to spend time with his family again, how to to care to his family and again, and his daughter. This really actually leads up into how to solve the crisis in the company, and to find out that the boss was actually a real woozle, because in Winnie the Pooh there's always these weird things that, like these weird enemies. I don't know what you should call them. I guess enemies, heffalumps and woozles. And it's actually fun because they actually mentioned back then that to make Winnie the Pooh and his friends understand, is that to make them understand, because they don't understand the word being fired. So he said that he might be eaten by a big woozle. He was referring to his boss, and find out that his boss was actually a woozle. That's actually really nice. I really like how they actually make the story and what it is. Find out what a woozle actually is. I know that maybe really isn't what a woozle is. We saw actually woozles before in the cartoons and such, but yeah, in this universe, I'm not sure this is a different universe, I don't know, but this universe, that's the real woozle. So I really like how they did it. So I really like how they managed to make the story. And actually as I said before, it's actually pretty big, but in reality it's actually really short. But yeah, I think you might understand what I mean, hopefully. But yeah, it's big in the inside but small in the outside. That's what I was trying to refer to in my non-spoiler review. So yeah, I really like the story. I know it's not the best story, but yeah, it's actually pretty nice. I really like it. I like the story in this film, but there is one thing that I'm a bit disappointed with, and that's the references in this film. I feel like they didn't really do much with the references in this film. I do manage to spot some of them, like of course the Winnie the Pooh's hunger exercise, the one up, down, touch the ground. That is in there, but I feel like it should have been more. It's just a small bit. I feel like it could have been the full thing, just with live action now. That would have been really neat. There's also like the one Tigger songs, the top's made out of rubber, the bottom's made out of springs. So yeah, I can spot that. That was pretty nice. And of course we got there's a small bit from the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh. I can spot that there, but yeah, that's pretty much all I can actually spot in the movie. So yeah, I feel like there should have been more references. I don't know, maybe like add the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh theme in there somewhere. They did it for the Winnie the Pooh 2011 movie, why can't you do it for this? Maybe there's a reference in the end credits. I didn't go through it all, but I didn't really listen to anything that's familiar to me as much as I watched it. But yeah, so that's just a small thing. I don't really think this will really affect the entire movie in general. It's just a small little nitpick. So overall, I like this film and managed to capture the Winnie the Pooh film in a way. It's something that I actually didn't expect. I didn't expect them to make the feel manage to capture the feel this way, but it actually works. I actually like it. It's a bit unexpected for me. I didn't expect them to be like this, but it still works. So yeah, I really like this film. It's not the best, but I feel like it's alright. I really like it. So that's all I have to say for Christopher Robin. So with that said, alright guys and gals, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I told you guys this might take a while, but we're here now. It's finally out. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. So next up on the channel, I have some projects on the way. Hopefully I can get through them. So yeah, just be patient with me. I will hopefully the next video won't take that long. So yeah, we'll see. So until then, rock it on.